I've started porting this, and I'll try to take you guys along with me as I do it. As you can see, I made my line here. I'm just making this bigger. Mostly stay to the same shape. And as we get up into the roof of the transfer port, you might not be able to see, but it's angled quite a bit because it's an on-road bike, so you're going to want power at a lower RPM. So if your roof is straight out, that's more high RPM. Angled up a little bit is for lower RPM. So I'm going to raise the transfer ports just a little bit. I haven't done the math yet, but I'll let you know how far. I'm going to put them at a little bit less of an angle, but not too much, because like I said, on road you don't want a really high RPM power band that kicks in. You want better mid-range power, so it's not peaky. And that's the same as when we build the exhaust pipes. I'll show you how to build them so they're more of a mid-range, low-end to mid-range pipe rather than high RPM pipe. So I'm also almost done with the bottom of this transfer. And then I have the measurements to match this one and the other cylinder. Then we'll do the roof, the top of the transfer port. And like I said, the auxiliaries on the exhaust. I'm not going to raise the exhaust at all. I might raise the auxiliary ports a little bit. And then we'll do the intake. Once that's done, I'll show you how to match port the case to the cylinders. And then we'll get the bottom end together and we'll check the squish and see if we can take some meat off the head and get a tighter squish band. So that's about it for now. I'll bring you back once I have some more to show you. One more thing you want to make sure when you're doing this, don't just port on the outer edge of this. Make sure you make it even all the way up through. Just take your time, use different tools if you have to get into the corners good. Make sure you don't egg out a corner too much and then you'll have a hump, and that's really hard to get those humps out. I'll post some links to some calipers and some tools that you can use to make measurements, because you want to make sure to take about the same amount all the way up through. Once you get more experience, you can change the shape some, but if you just keep the standard shape of the factory and just make everything a little bit bigger, that'll make more power too. You want to be really experienced before you start changing the shape, especially of the upper part of the transfer ports, the angles.